Hi there, this is Osa with a new process video. Today I'm working with one of those page kits that I found in my cupboard, and this background goes with that photo block, and that was how long I got the first time I worked with this. And the background paper, or the pattern paper there, it's actually a decoupage that I made with a pretty napkin from IKEA, and I did a couple of those a while back during winter, and I thought that was fun, but I didn't get any longer than this. And now I have decided to make this a two-page layout because I have more photos from this event that I made the photo block of. So I will add kind of family photos together with that scenery photo block, and by cutting the decoupage 12 by 12 into two almost triangles, I'm not cutting them even, I'm just cutting them slightly different in size, and by combining them with the family photos on the other side, I will try and make it different, because I didn't feel that I got any longer with this layout style that I had started with. So now I'm just gluing those two triangular pattern paper pieces onto white background paper just to get a start. And now I will fiddle around with deciding whether to put what direction I'll use for this double page spread, and how I will turn the different background papers and combining with the different photos. So it will be some fiddling around and trying to piece things together. Adding decoupage to scrapbooking layouts is something that I haven't seen much of, but I think it's a fun kind of technique to bring into mixed media. I think that if you find some really nice, like tissue paper or like paper napkins, I think it's a very thin and fun like medium to work with, because you can do so much and you get a little bit of texture at the same time. And I'm thinking of doing this again because it really inspired me to make this layout, and I have gotten a couple of new ideas since last time, so I hope that I will feel the opportunity to do this again. Now I'm doing a photo block by just taping together these photos of the family on the backside, and making a block like I always do, or very often do. These photos were taken at an outing that we did last spring. We just brought out this wonderful book that we have of sites nearby, and we had a kind of an idea in what direction we wanted to go, and then we found a notion of this beach, and it wasn't like beach weather where you're going to sunbathe or so, but it was perfect weather for an outing with a picnic basket and just having fun by the waterfront. And if you have followed my YouTube channel for a while, you know that the waterfront means a lot to me. And at this point I must say that going to the waterfront makes my soul complete, or my soul it starts my energy all over again. So I get a lot of tranquility from just being near the waterfront. The first photo block that with the scenery photos of the beach and the grass on the beach, it had this washi tape. It's washi tape with a printed, almost like stylized wood grain, and I felt that I didn't want to take apart the first photo block, so I needed to bring that washi tape into the other page as well. So I used the same washi tape to frame both the background pieces, and then I have found a couple of like cards with a nautical kind of theme that I wanted to bring into this page as well. On the photo block that was pre-made, I have placed eyelets. I punched eyelets through the actual photo block, and I have connected the dots with white, black and blue baker's twine. So I wanted to continue that color scheme onto the other page, and these journaling cards that I found, it's a cut-apart sheet, they perfectly fit that color scheme. And I also wanted to bring in the white and blue from the pattern, the decoupage piece of the paper. So I'm going to play around a bit with those cut-aparts, and the back side of the cut-apart sheet is this lovely chevron white on blue. So that will be used as the foundation for a couple of clusters and just framing the photo blocks. But the photo blocks won't be similar in their build up. The new one will go from edge to edge, and it won't have any kind of frame or so. But I think that the wood grain border that I made on the actual page brings in that wood grain enough, and it binds the two pages together. So now I'm just piecing together these pattern papers that I wanted to use. I used one of the journaling cards there, Be the Anchor there, with the anchor and the circle, and I put it together with a photo block. And I had a similar larger journaling card that I originally wanted to use, but instead of using the whole card, I cut off, so I got the same stripes as in the journaling card, and I put them by the photo block. I think that was a nice idea, and it made everything go together a bit more. So now I have glued everything down on the page, and I'm just continuing adding small bits and pieces from the cut-apart sheet and making so that I have similar items on both pages. This is, I think, an important part of bringing two pages together. So I'm just adding more of the same to make everything go together. Even though this layout follows my color scheme when it comes to my nautical pages, it's completely different because I never use florals with my nautical pages. But in this case, I thought the colors fit perfectly, and that made everything go very well together. I brought out some more wood grain paper and made circles to kind of complete my my embellishment clusters. So I made 3 of them with a piece of wood grain on the bottom, and then a broader kind of striped piece on top. And I will later come back and make bows with the same baker's twine as I did the frames with the eyelets on the first photo block. Here's the title for the page, and it's the name of the beach where we went, or it's perhaps more like the name of the bay by the beach. And here's the book that I was talking about. It's a guidebook or a sightseeing book to the area where we live, and we had a lot of fun following this direction that was printed in the book, because it's basically said that when we got to the pine forest, we were going to park there and then follow the path into the woods, and this is actually quite hilarious, because we were driving through pine forest all the way there, so it was a bit strange, and I'm really both surprised and happy that we actually got there because the directions in the book were really like not so clear. So I wrote down those directions in the lower journaling box, just to remember how we got there and the feeling that we had, like this is a chance that we take. Either we get there or we don't. But we did, and it was a really lovely place, and I want to go there again, perhaps when it is a bit warmer, so we can take advantage of the actual beach and soak in the sun and the lovely water there. So here's the finished page with some close-ups, and I hope that you have enjoyed this process. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye.